I'm out here in nature. I'll let you check out my fixed stars. I born October the 9th, 1977, 10:05 p.m. at night. Now you see, it's going to match my placements right here. Do you know that everyone has a fixed star? So your ascendants is where your fixed stars start from. Like Sirius is my head, it's my body, the star Sirius. I'm like, wow, it's amazing because magnetic is the star. It makes me be protected because it's a protected star. It's bigger than the sun, 23 times bigger. It's brighter than the sun. And Sirius is very glowing, so I got a glowing presence you see sometimes. And so it brings the trace of humanitarian, the trace of love, the trace of Auset in Kemetic culture, African culture. It's Auset. So not only Auset, I got Jupiter and Cancer in the first house in my natal chart. And Jupiter, it expands, it does expansion, the mind. And so that's Heru, Auset and Heru, because Jupiter is connected to Cancer. So Sirius is my fixed star, and this fixed star represents the heart, the vortex. So this heart vortex energy center in the cosmos, due to Greek terminology of astrology, it represents the nose, it represents the mouth. And so this represents Auset and the expression of Auset. So this makes me very expressive, very expansive when it comes to the mind, and very humanitarian, very nurturing, and very much an empath, clairsynthians, and all that there because of this element. It deals with love, it deals with nurturing, it deals with caring, it deals with the beauty of the soul. It's expansion of the mind, expansion of the emotions, this expansion of sensitivity. So this right here says that I'm protected by the star Sirius, and this is what made the Nile flood, and this also brought rebirth and fertility, because when in Kemet or Egypt they needed water, it was Sirius that did it. The star Sirius that brought its gas through the atmosphere that made it happen. And so yes, stars are very important, and I was born under this fixed sign. And so yes, this is interesting because now we start into something that's going to be very interesting. That I mean, like Cancer in the first house, Cancer represents Sirius. Since Sirius is the mouth of the great dog, which we call Amput or Imput. Amput is linked to who? The god Asar. So it's connected to Orion, the planet Orion. So right here we have Auset, which is the mother. She's the voice of the great dog. She's the internal self. So we talking about philosophy right here. People who into philosophy, astrology, into the arts, into creativity, and they into culture, the love of culture, the love of taking responsibility and the joy of life. We talking about love again, I say. That I mean, this is very important, and success. This is a very successful place because you got Jupiter in Cancer at its highest peak right here. That I mean, so anybody who has Sirius rising, you can look it up on the websites, on Astro website. You can see what is your rising sign, what is in your first house. Your first house is your rising sign. So whatever fixed star you have there, that will be your body and your mind and your attitude and your first impression of how people see you and how you come off. So this is very important right here. That I mean, Sirius make my whole chart, make my whole, all the rest of the fixed stars in my chart. And so we all have many fixed stars in every house. So right here, this is very important. This is very excited right here. It's so amazing to be a part of Auset and Heru type of energy right here. That I mean, because it ain't Cancer itself. The sense it ain't got some fire in it, either Jupiter or Mars like that there. That I mean, or the moon. It's connection like Jupiter, Mars, and the moon, or Jupiter and the moon, or Mars and the moon, like that there. So this is how it works. I can't bring you this light. I shake.